everyone, and it's Astron here. I've been putting stuff at the end of videos that not many people by the analytics show are watching all the way to the end. I'm guilty of that too as a YouTube viewer. As a content creator, I try to keep in mind watching all the way to the end for the benefit of the creator. But a lot of times it's like, okay, I got the information I need to know and I'll click off to something else, or, you know, ooh, shiny squirrel moment. But anyway, the purpose of this video is to kind of reiterate something I'd done in my last TMNT review. And the reason why you haven't seen any review videos come up here since that one is that I don't know what to review next. So this video, I'm calling out to all my subscribers and all my viewers to please put in the comment what you'd like to see. I have several Transformers, well over 1,000 of them, from anywhere. I got a couple of G1s, that being a Fortress Maximus reissue, all the way up to, you know, some of the newest stuff. Of course, the newest stuff I've been putting in as reviews on this channel. I've also got the TMNT Power Rangers crossover set. Got all of those. Haven't opened them because I plan on reviewing them, but I didn't want to just do Turtles for a week and then go and do even more Turtles. I kind of want to put Power Rangers in between them. And herein lies the problem. I need to get some Hasbro Power Rangers. I don't have any. All of mine are Bandai releases. And just looking at my Green Ranger Legendary Collection compared to even like the Shredder for the Lightning Collection, there's a significant bit of a difference there. So I need to make sure I have like versus like. And the only team I really care about is the first team. I'm not a fan of anything past Turbo or Zeo. So, and I tolerate Zeo simply because Tommy's the Red Ranger in it. But I can order them and have them by the end of next week. So I'm trying to think of what to do in between. And I've started took all the thumbnail pictures of my Masterverse stuff. Now, I also collect He-Man, and I have Origins, and I got Masterverse. I agree with a lot of collectors that it is a great way that if you used to collect or missed out on classics, the Masterverse is a great stand-in. And I even have I've got a handful of classics from my original collection still. I got the Son of He-Man, Hero 2. I've got the Goddess, which I wouldn't want to give that figure up anyway. And I have the original Sorceress. And I usually display my Sorceress with my Masterverse figures because I feel like she fits. No, she's a little on the short side, but she still kind of fits. She fits the aesthetic, especially since I go with the gear and equipment that is classic He-Man, not what was in Revelations per se. And I really want to kind of do the Revelations videos because when I'm done, that Teela is getting a makeover. Because I do have the new Eternia Teela, comes with a long hair head sculpt. I want to put that head sculpt on the Revelations Teela. Because watch the review, you'll understand why I don't like it. What I don't like about it anyway. But anyway, with that, I can do Marvel Legends. Most of mine are MCU. My largest Marvel Legend section is actually the 90s X-Men. I did not get any of the animated stuff yet, simply because I have the original releases of the figures. Like, that is my 90s X-Men. And I just don't see the cell shading on the figures being something that really attracts me to it, except for on Jean Grey. I think she looks really good. Mr. Sinister. That's one, and I have to agree with a fellow reviewer on it, and his name escapes me, but he's already done Shartimus Prime. He's already done a bunch of the cel-shaded ones. I watched his videos because I feel like the same reason people watch my videos is not only for my opinion and my takes on them, but also to see, is this worth getting? And with me, I'm a lot more lenient on things than a lot of people are, because this is what's available. This is what you get. I show you what you get. And in the age of losing the ability to discern one figure to the next with the windowless packaging, you know, it's all blind box anyway. I can no longer go and say which one of these Beyond Spider-Mans do I want, which one's got the cleanest lines, which one has everything centered correct, because I can't see it. That's one of the reasons why I haven't picked up the Spinneret 2-pack, Renew Your Vows, besides its price, is I want the Spider-Man. I want that Peter Parker head sculpt. I want the Spider-Man. I don't care about Spinneret. It's Mary Jane. Whoop-de-doo. I have Mary Jane. The head sculpt for her non-masked version is the exact same head sculpt that comes with Gwen Stacy figure. So, yeah, I don't care. Nice to have, don't care. I want the Spider-Man, though. I don't have that one. And I want the Peter Parker head sculpt without the glasses. So, and to me, buying that 2-pack is economically makes more sense than just buying a resin head sculpt off of someone that I'll have to spend time and money on painting it and milling out the head so it fits and all of that stuff, when that 2-pack has the one piece I want. So with that being said, is it worth $60 to get? Not really. So, you know, I'm going to wait and see if I can't catch it on sale, on clearance, use a coupon, anything to get that, solely because I want the Peter Parker head sculpt and that version of Spider-Man to go in my animated Spider-Man collection I'm working on. I do have Series 2 of the Retro 6-inch Black Series Legends of Spider-Man. Now, I'd already, you know, opened up and everything on the Iron Spider or Spider Armor and the Ben Reilly, because I didn't really think I was going to be doing toy reviews, but hey, it's what everybody seems to like watching the most. It's what gets me the most views. I'm cool with that. But I'm leaving it to you guys. Pick something. I've got, like I said, I got the Turtles crossover figures. I've got plenty of Transformers I can still do. Jared, I know which one you'd pick. So, you'd pick Transformers. But, you know, I can do Marvel Legends, Star Wars Black Series, up into, I think I stopped buying them last year sometime. Mostly because I couldn't find the ones I was looking for, and really not able to get the Cara Dune I wanted. Just kind of really irked me for reasons. I got the credit collection version of her, but that's not the version of her I want. I want her on-screen appearance. And I still cannot make myself paint that figure to be the on-screen version, because I kind of like the colors of the credit collection. So I do have a Cara Dune, but she doesn't fit with any of my other stuff because she's colored in the credit collection colors. So that being said, Black Series, the Turtles crossover, Marvel Legends, Transformers, out of those, or G.I. Joe Classified, and Spider-Man Retro. or 90s X-Men. Out of that, what group do you want to see next? Now, my filming schedule, I film them generally once a week. I film all the videos and then I release them daily. Or every other day, however many there is, I'll split them up evenly. The Turtles thing was kind of an experiment to see if putting a new one up every day helped the algorithm for me. It didn't really seem to. The best one seems to be every other day or every 2 to 3 days and do an upload. Buzzworthy Bumblebee. That double shot review just really did very well. I am shocked and amazed and grateful for everybody. This is something else. I am on the march to 1,000 subscribers still. And I have close to 40. I think it's 38, 37, somewhere in there. So, you know, I'm working on it very slowly but surely. Just chipping away at it. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I very much appreciate it. Let your friends know. There is another type of review I want to do. But the thing about it is, if you noticed, I don't put artwork in my reviews. I don't put music, and I don't put video. These are all things I like in other reviews I watch and things I want to do. But I do not want to deal with the copyright trolls that have nothing else better to do than to claim they have a copyright to something when they don't. I don't want to deal with it. I don't have the time to deal with it, and that's my choice. For those of you wondering why the reviews are the quality they are, I'm a beginner. You know, I've only been doing this 3 months. The reviews 2 months, if not less than that. I started out live streaming because I had the equipment to do it. Now, I'm still not liking that camera. And, you know, I don't have the resources right now to purchase what I need to do it right. Also, where I live, space is a bloody premium. And trying to find somewhere that is quiet and I can't be disturbed and background noise is a minimal thing that's also level to set up my rig does not work. I mean, so far the best thing I've done has been either using the coffee table or my bed with the Gundam box, and I level things out there. But at the same time, cats are cats and they're going to jump in the middle of your set anytime you let them, or just curl up right in the middle of it because they're like, hey, pay attention to me, not the thing of plastic. So with that said, I don't really have a room set up for doing reviews. I'm just kind of like unfolding the stuff, setting it up, and going. I'm using my phone as my review camera, mainly because, like I said earlier, I don't have all the equipment necessary. And as a beginner, you don't need it. We all have cameras on our phones, frontwards and backwards facing. They're decent enough. They get the job done. The most important thing as a YouTuber or putting videos on Rumble or anywhere else, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of these are universal rules or universal guidelines. It's not so much the video that has to be perfect, it's the audio. The audio is the most important thing. Then your video, then your lighting. Lighting is hard to do. I've lit stages before. And I know how to do stuff on a very large scale. On a very small scale is different. And lighting like a scene at a house fire or an accident or a leak in the oil field where we work all night trying to stop the leak. It's all different. And your camera determines your light level. And these are things that a lot of people, when they're watching videos, they don't understand or don't know it because they haven't done it. I do not like warm light. I don't like how it gives a yellowish tinge or tan tinge to things. I like pure light. So I generally use a white or a blue because it makes the colors look more accurate on the digital lenses, because it's not exactly the same as setting up lighting for a film camera. Film cameras, the optics work differently than that of a digital camera. And that's where the white balance setting comes from, is setting that white balance and setting that color temperature. And a lot of this, I never took classes for it, but I did spend 4 years in art class. And my mom's an artist, a photographer, a writer, a seamstress, and everything else. And I picked up all the skills from watching her. So, eventually I do want to get a actual true either camcorder or 4K camera to record the videos on, because I have a tendency to center to the center of the stage and forget that my camera on my phone sits to the left. So on your screen, everything is shifted right. Or, I'm in my mind's eye, as I can't see with the holder on my phone, I don't see the screen. I'm seeing in my head what it should look like on screen. Then when I'm reviewing the footage as it uploads, I'm like, well, shoot, that's completely out of frame. It's like when I was watching Aztec Dummy and he's talking about how he's trying to show us something on a model kit and the camera's all the way over here. He goes, he mentioned it on one I watched the other day, that here I am talking about something not even in frame. And I'm like, I relate to that. I know exactly what you mean. So, another thing I want to do reviews on, and get back on my tangent here, is I want to do reviews on media, specifically like Airwolf, Star Trek, Star Wars, and Lord of the Rings, things like, one, it's what's hot right now as far as people giving their 2 cents and personal opinions on things. And I look at media differently than a lot of people. I watch pretty much all the Phantom Menace stuff. I've attempted to watch the other side of the argument, and they make my brain hurt. But somewhere in the middle is actually where I lie. I can find something in a horrible TV show or movie, and I'll watch it till it's over, because there's that one thing I like. Man of Steel. Not a great movie, but I love the fact that the Superman does something that actually punches someone. That's what I like about it. You see the raw strength of Superman, even though he's still holding back a little bit. Batman versus Superman. That is, for a comic book reader, it's The Dark Knight Returns. And, I remember friends of mine calling me and saying, what is up with this movie? It's stupid. And I was going, here's the setup for it. This is what's going on. This is how things are working. And this is who is manipulating who to get this result, to have this thing happen. It is far-fetched, it's contrived as hell, but when you realize all the little pieces and how they go together, it actually makes more sense. Then they release the extended cut of it and go, oh look, I was right. And that's coming from my mom being a writer, and she would always read to me what she writes to see how it sounds. And I would tell her whether something needed to be reworked or not, because evidently I'm somewhat good at it. I don't know. I just know a lot of people, when I was in school, always had me read the stuff they write to have it be tweaked here and there to make more logical sense. And it didn't hurt any that I used the $200 words in school instead of talking like a normal human being. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts on to doing the media reviews. I haven't quite decided how I want to do them. I think I want to do them as a live stream. Simply because it's easier for me right now to do the recording and capturing all at once. I can jump forward and back into video easily enough and talk about what I want to talk about on them. I'm not really going to look at the woke bullshit unless I feel it needs to be called out, because what a lot of people, especially in the reaction sphere, anything they call woke, that woke has been in entertainment forever. It's always been there. Just a method of how they approach it to you or show it to you, that's what changed. When that became the driving force of the story is when the story suffered, and it's bad. It's real bad. And you lose your characters and the things that are important to a story because of my brownie points. And I don't agree with that. I think that's dumb, it's stupid, and you're hurting the brand. You're hurting the characters. And I also don't like the whole, just because something is god-awful and terrible does not mean you can sit there and call the people who watch it names because your fifis got hurt that people don't like what you did. Learn from it. Try it again and do better. You know, you keep preaching do better to everybody else, you need to apply that to your own self. Because if a majority of people who watch something absolutely hate it, there's a reason for it. Now keep in mind, I've been a Star Trek fan all my life. I was a Star Trek fan when that would get you beat up in school because you like Star Trek better than Star Wars, even though I liked them both. To me, they were both enjoyable because they're representations of two different types of sci-fi. The used future and the new future. So, you know, but back to the point, like I said, like, subscribe, share. If you don't mind, I'd very much appreciate it. And let me know what would you like to see next. What interests you? I know that's something a lot of people say, you know, you don't do that, you do what interests yourself, so that way if you fail or don't succeed, then at least you're happy with what you've done. But I'm doing this to share with others, to talk to a larger group. But I like to have feedback come back from that group. I know Tidarian Hanger has actually checked out my Dune reviews. Bro, awesome if you see this. Thank you. You're one of my many inspirations for doing the review side of the channel. The live streaming bit is from watching Nick Ricada and all of them and being like, you know, I can do that. But I throw gaming into it because it's just kind of the thing. I know a person can go get a build video from any other Warframe creator. I get them in my feed all the time. I don't even watch them anymore. Because in Warframe, you look at what the item does. You look at what the Warframe does. You slap a mod in and you see what changes. And if the values change that you're looking for on the powers, that tells you which way to build to. And I did that last night on Steinax, and I explained my methodology. And of course, I was talking to the ethers, the OBS and YouTube. We're talking to each other. I may try to do another live stream tonight. Don't know yet. Depends on my mood once I get home. And troubleshoot why it failed in the first place. And I might go ahead and do an Archon hunt, because I have not finished the first one that I started. So with that being said, drop down in the comment section below. Type in, hey man, I'd love to see what your thoughts are on, you know, G.I. Joe Classified Baroness, or Flint, or Snake Eyes, or XYZ. Mention this character, and if I got them, I'll throw a review up. And, you know, I may shout you out, assuming I remember. since I use my phone for everything, mostly content creation wise, yeah, I might forget, so I apologize in advance. But if I do a live stream tonight, I do hope to see y'all there. And so, till next time, everyone, be good to each other, be good to yourselves, and be better than you were the day before. This is Astron, signing out.